Hello and welcome to Maddy Mix. Today I am going to make another artwork based on Mandana designs. So Ganesh Chaturthi and the Ganesh festival is fast approaching, and I thought what better way than to make one artwork on Lord Ganesha. And this is something that I do every year. I have made various kinds of Ganeshas based on the Mandana artwork. So here's one that we are going to make today. So what I've done is I have already drawn with pencil the Ganesha that I would like to draw in Mandana. I'll just first work on it with my Sharpie so that you can see it better, and then we can start working in and around it. Now you would have heard me say mandana and not mandala, and I do get a lot of people asking me what exactly is mandana and are they different things and what's mandala. Well, yes, mandana paintings are floor and wall paintings that originated or rather are found in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh in India. These are wall and floor paintings that are drawn to protect home and hearth. It is typically a folk art, and you find similar such artwork all over the country. You find various kinds of floor and wall artwork in the south, in the east, in the north. So everywhere else, things that are known in various names all over our country. In India, these are basically to protect the home, welcome the gods into our house, and our mark of celebrations around festivals, and to basically just home decor of a very pretty and simple kind. So they are usually symmetric. They use you would use various kinds of motifs. You would use symmetrical, geometrical patterns, and create your work of art. It is freehand. You do not use any geometrical instruments, and almost in our entire country, if you have noticed, all our floor and wall art have shown exquisite symmetrical work, and in most cases, or rather in all cases, are always freehand, and never so much with any kind of geometrical instrument, and that is exemplary, I feel, and that's just absolutely amazing how advanced these forms of art are. Yeah. So they can vary from some things, some very typical motifs that you find repetitive in all of our country. There will be petals, there'll be triangles, there'll be lines like these that divide the petals and continue to further make the design more and more intricate. You'll find similar such design elements in all forms of artwork, even in henna, in alpona, in floor art forms of rangoli. So intricate work of art, that you get a hang of. You understand what are the elements and motifs and patterns that you use, and then you can continue to grow from there. And it's not really that difficult, to be honest. Yeah. Now, I am a Bengali, and so Bengalis have alponas. So my mother taught me to draw alpona when I was very little. It's again a floral, it's a floor artwork, and you do it to decorate your homes when you have special occasions, festivals, birthdays, various occasions to mark something special. And so then I always wanted to do this. We were introduced to the art of Mandana in our college, where I studied in SNDT in Mumbai. And once I started publishing these videos of Mandana, a lot of my friends started telling me, oh, I remember this, we had done this, because we were taught in college. And because we were studying various cultures that were there in our country, and Mandana was one such artwork that we were introduced to. And I'm very glad I continue to pursue it, because it's such a beautiful artwork. It's pretty much meditative, to be very honest. Now, if you realize, what I'm doing is I have just drawn an outline of Ganesha, and I am continuing to fill various parts of Ganesha in the Mandana elements. So this is what it is. I have realized that probably is one of the main differentiators of Mandana and Mandala. Mandalas are, by the simple technicality of the word, they are circles, and then you work inside the circles. Mandanas that we were taught were basically thematic. You could make them inside circles, but you could also make them inside other figures like these. So yeah, and this gives you a kind of a freedom of beautifying various artwork, various figures and images into the way you want to do it. So there is no hard and fast rule about how you want to do it. Well, this is how I do it, and feels good to not be stuck in one particular shape or figure, for that matter. Now it depends upon you. You can go on to fill the entire page as a background, or you could just leave it by filling this completely in Mandana design. Now in the days when they would make Mandana designs on the floor, there was a ritual, or rather a practice, of preparing the floor or the ground with before you could start working on these designs. You would cover the ground in cow dung first, more like a sign of purification, and leveling the ground also, and then you would cover it with clay, which would give it that red effect. It would take about a day or two for it to dry out, and then you would start working on it, on that with with your designs. You would use chalk powder or lime. In Bengal we use ground rice that is soaked and then made a paste, and then you dip cotton in it, and then you start making designs on it. Nowadays people use acrylic and poster colors and use a brush, and then work their way onto the floor, on walls, even books and canvases, for that matter. I'm now going to work on Lord Ganesha's dhoti. So I'm probably going to try and divide the dhoti into stripes like these. They help me work my designs in them better. I'm able to do them in a neater way, and it creates a nice dimension and definition to the entire design. So now that I have divided it, I can leave it like this and just color them, but I think it will look good once I start working on it inside these lines. So these can be very simple curves, they can be waves, they can be triangles, they can be concentric circles. You can take, I mean, nowadays there is no hard and fast rule. You have so many various kinds of artwork that is now available, that is abstract, that is digitally made. You can fuse elements of henna, of alpona, of zentangle, and make it a unique piece of art that people would like to display on their walls, or just make something like this and keep it in your home. And these make wonderful ways of calming your mind, for that matter. You can use mandana as a great way of informing, or not exactly informing, of teaching your kids about the various art forms of our country. You can make it thematic, go from region to region and teach them. And it's a great mindful work. You can teach them to do small, you can just probably draw shapes and ask them to fill them up with these mandana designs. These are calming, and these are very, like I said, very meditative, and kids can get really creative. I mean, they're great at creating patterns, and children are bold. Children are not as scared as adults, and they are not scared to experiment. So something really wonderful might come out of them learning to do this. And once you do it, and once they get a hang of it, they'll start enjoying it. You will realize that they'll take hours, they can spend hours working on designs like these. Yeah. My own daughter, when I started introducing her, when I used to draw by myself, she used to find it very intimidating. She used to think it's very difficult. But then slowly and steadily, when I started introducing her to it, she realized that it's not at all complicated. And in fact, very simple designs and simple elements of design can make a very simple artwork and turn it into something really exquisite. And now she loves it. She keeps doing it on various things. She and her best friend, I have realized, keep creating various forms of artwork by using mandana patterns. And there it is, my very simple Ganesha in Mandana art form. I hope you really like it. If you have, then please do like, subscribe and share, and do let me know what else you would like to see in Mandana art form. Thank you so much.